Hello 6th class student. Today we can start geography portion, lesson number 2, the globe, latitude and longitudes. Our earth is a unique planet. Photographs taken by astronauts and orbiting satellites prove that the earth is spherical in shape, but it is not a true sphere. It is slightly bulging at the equator and flattened at poles. You can see in globe, it is in the globe on equator it is slightly bulging, and on the this one equator and flattened at poles. The polar diameter 12,712 kilometer and circumferences 40,000 kilometers are slightly less than the equatorial diameter, that is 12,756 kilometer, and circumference 40,090 kilometer. The spherical representation of the earth is called the globe. As you have seen in the picture, we have shown you globe. This is our globe. The globe is a small model of the earth which represents continents, oceans, countries, etc. It is very easy to locate a place on a flat surface with reference to the another place, but it is difficult to locate a place on a globe because of its spherical shape. Thus, to find the location or direction of a place, we need certain points of reference and lines. The earth rotates or spins upon an imaginary axis. It is inclined at an angle of 23.5 degrees. We find two poles situated at the end point of the axis. The pole pointing towards the pole star north is called the North Pole. The pole opposite to it is called the South Pole. Between the North Pole and the South Pole, there lies an imaginary line called the equator. It divides the earth into two equal parts or hemispheres. The part of the earth above north of the equator is called the northern hemisphere. The part of the earth below south of the equator is called the southern hemisphere. You can see in this diagram, this is equator line. Above the equator, that is called northern hemisphere, and below the equator line, that is called southern hemisphere. India is in the northern hemisphere, while Australia is in the southern hemisphere. Thus, there are three references points for describing the location of a place on the surface of earth. First one is the North Pole, second one is South Pole, and third one the equator. You can see in the globe, on top it is North Pole, down below it is South Pole, and middle it is equator line that divides almost earth into two parts, that is northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Parallels and meridians. A globe has two types of circles. You can see globe here, parallel lines. A globe has two types of circles. The first type of circles run from west to east and are parallel to the equator are called parallels or latitudes. This is our equator line. It divides Earth almost in two parts. Top one is northern hemisphere and down below it is southern hemisphere. These lines are called parallel lines. These lines are called parallel lines. The second type of circles run from north to south, pass through the North Pole and South Pole. You can see here, this is our North Pole and down below it is South Pole. These lines and center line, this is prime meridian. At 0 degree, this is the prime meridian. The second type of circles run from north to south, pass through the North Pole and South Pole. Half of these circles between the North Pole and the South Pole are called prime meridians or longitude. These lines are called longitude lines and these lines are called latitude lines. The parallels and the meridians intersect each other at right angle 90 degree, and the network of these lines on a globe is called the earth grid. You can see next diagram, these are latitude lines and longitude lines. They are intersecting each other at 90 degree. This is called the earth grid. This is called the earth grid. These lines help us to locate the position and direction of a place on a globe. This is parallel lines. These are meridian lines, and you can see again, these lines are parallel lines. These are called latitudes. These one is called longitude, and this is the earth grid crossing each other. Latitudes or parallels. First we will discuss parallel lines, latitude. The imaginary lines that run from west to east and are parallel to the equator in the form of circle and lie on both sides of the equator are known as latitudes or parallels. The latitude of a place is its angular distance north or south of the equator. It is measured in degrees. Each degree is divided into 60 equal parts called minutes. A minute is further divided into 60 equal parts called seconds. The equator represents the 0 degree latitude. Therefore, all parallels north of the equator are called north latitudes. All parallels south of the equator are called south latitudes. From here we can see this is our equator. Top one lines, these are called north latitudes, and down below from the equator these lines are called south latitude. Therefore, the value of every latitude is followed by the letter N or S for north and south respectively. There are 90 parallels in the northern hemisphere and 90 in the southern hemisphere. These imaginary lines are used as reference points to locate a place on the globe. Thus, there are 181 parallels including the equator. Cities and towns that are near to the equator are said to be in the low latitudes. Near to equator, any cities located near to equator are called low cities. Cities and towns that are near to equator are said to be in the low latitude. The places near the poles are to be in the high latitude. All parallels or latitudes are in the form of complete circle. The equator is the longest parallel. Name of the longest parallel is equator. the earth, the length of the parallels start decreasing as we move away from the equator toward the poles and vice versa. The farthest latitude, the North Pole 90 degree north and the South Pole 90 degrees south are in the form of imaginary points. The distance between any two parallels at an interval of 1 degree shows on the globe is 111 kilometers. All of them are located at an equal distance from each other. Some important parallels you can see. Here is equator line. Next is top one, 23.5 degree north. This line is called Tropic of Cancer. And same way, 23.5 degree south. This line is called Tropic of Capricorn. And 66.5 degree north. This line is called Arctic Circle. And 66.5 degree south. This line is called Antarctic Circle. And top one, that is called 90 degree north, that is North Pole, and likewise south side 90 degree south, this is called South Pole. We know that the equator is very important reference line. Besides the equator, there are some other parallels which are important because they divide the earth into different zones. They are: first, the Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north, the Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degree south, the Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north, and the fourth one is the Antarctic Circle 66.5 degree south, as we have already discussed in this diagram. Heat zones of the earth. The above mentioned parallels help us to divide the earth into three heat zones. The places and cities that lie in different heat zones have different types of climates. It is so that because different heat zones receive different amounts of sunlight due to the spherical shape of the earth. Therefore, those places that receive the greatest amount of sunlight are hotter than those places that receive less amount of heat. Now we can discuss in this diagram different heat zone. From equator to north in northern hemisphere 23.5 degree, that this line is called Tropic of Cancer, and down below from the equator 23.5 degrees south, this line is called Tropic of Capricorn. This green portion is called torrid zone. This green portion is called torrid zone. Now we will discuss about the torrid zone. The word torrid means hot. All places located between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn exercises vertical rays of the sun twice in a year. Therefore, this region receives the maximum amount of sunlight and is called the torrid zone. The climate is in this region is very hot. In this region, sun rays reflecting directly. Next, we will discuss about temperate zone. Now you can see in northern hemisphere from 23.5 degree to 66.5 degree, this portion is called north temperate zone, and likewise in southern hemisphere from 23.5 degree south to 66.5 degree south, this portion is called south temperate zone. There are two temperate zones, the north temperate zone and the south temperate zone. These zones receive slanting rays of the sun, so these receive less heat. The north temperature zone, the north temperate zone lies in the northern hemisphere, between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle. The South Temperate Zone is located in the southern hemisphere between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle. Now we will discuss about the freeze zones. Freeze zone, this is a freeze from 66.5 degree north to North Pole. This is called North Freeze Zone, and likewise in the southern hemisphere from 66.5 degree south to South Pole, this is called South Freeze Zone. The word freezed means cold. The places at the poles that remains frozen throughout the year come in the freeze zone. There are two freeze zones in the world, the North Freeze Zone and the South Freeze Zone. As we have discussed in diagram, this is the North Freeze Zone and down below this is South Freeze Zone. The North Freeze Zone lies between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole. The South Freeze Zone lies between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole. Both freeze zones are located at the greatest distance from the Sun. These areas receive extreme slanting rays of the Sun, due to which they are extremely cold. Meridian or longitude. Longitudes or meridians are a set of imaginary lines running from the North Pole to the South Pole. As we have discussed in this diagram, meridian, these lines meet from North Pole to South Pole. These are called longitude lines. They are used as points of reference for locating places in east or west. Likewise, this prime meridian also divides Earth almost in two parts. This side it is eastern hemisphere, and towards west this is called western hemisphere. The meridian passes through Greenwich, a place few kilometers east of London in the UK, is known as 0 degree meridian. It is also known as the prime meridian. Actually, the longitude of a place is the angular distance of that place lying east or west of the prime meridian. The prime meridian divides the globe into eastern and western hemispheres. For example, if a person is in the eastern hemisphere, then her longitude is measured in degrees east. If one is in the western hemisphere, then her longitude is measured in degrees west. There are 180 meridians to the east and 180 meridians to the west sides of the prime meridian. Therefore, in total there are 360 meridians or longitudes at the equator. The distance between two meridians is the greatest, that is 111 kilometers. The distance between the meridians decreases as one travels toward the poles and vice versa. All these meridians meet at the poles. Wonderful to know, Eratosthenes was the Greek geographers who invented the system of longitudes and latitudes to locate places on the earth. He was the first person to calculate the circumferences of the earth. He also coined the term geography. Locating places on the globe. Look at the globe given on page number 111, 116. You can see globe. You can see globe here. The latitude and longitude are drawn upon it. They intersect each other and form a network on the surface of the globe. This network is known as grid. This network is called grid. You can see these are longitude lines and these are latitude lines. They cross each other and they are making, this one is called grid, intersecting each other. We can find the location of any place on the globe with the help of the grid. To locate the exact position of any place, we should know its position in terms of latitude and longitude. Look at the location of New Delhi on the globe. The latitude of New Delhi is 28 degree 38 minute north and its longitude is 77.12 degree east. So the point of intersection of 28.38 north and 77.12 east is the locating of the New Delhi.